Woohoo! Woohoo! Can I make my little blob purple? You certainly can, if you're talking about the little... First of all, hello everyone, hello! I was reading the conversation as it was going, and thank you Matthew for explaining the stickers! But yeah, you can make your blob purple. I'm trying to remember... So there is a chat command to like customize your little like stream avatars, but there's also a stream avatars widget in my bio. I think if you go to like if you like scroll down on the stream and then go to where it says like about, I think there is a widget that says like stream avatars. Yes, there you go. Viewers can use the following commands. That's for the commands. I'm trying to remember, like, there was a command on how to, like, change your... Was it Babing-cub? Babing... Babing-cub. There you go. Let's see. Or by typing avatar's color. Yeah, I think if you do... exclamation point color. There you go. You can put, like... Yeah, there you go, you did it. Color... Oh no, it has to be like a flavor. So if you want to be purple, you should put color ube? Like that? Did I change mine? I changed mine! I changed mine. You gotta put ube. Cause it's ube flavored. You're ube flavored. Summon the cats. Good evening, church! There you go. You are now purple, Devin. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, let's say your hellos. Good evening, church! Let's see who we got here before we got into that discussion. I know that Folk, you had a cheeky little lurking emote before we started. And then Saribot's here, our rock. And then Folk got their sticker. Sotenbori, thank you for the 10 months! Oh my gosh, what an honor. Thank you so much, I appreciate you. Sotenbori got their sticker. Shiopi, is it true that it's your birthday today? Happy birthday if it is. Happy birthday! Here's it getting your stickers. Devin, you got your sticker. Matthew's here. Seishun got their sticker. Matthew got your sticker. Still don't know what the stickers are for? Yeah, and Matthew, thank you for explaining it. Yeah, it's just a little, like, daily redeem. It's, yeah, no. It's just to be like, oh, I've been here for, like, a couple of streams. I've been here for... Matthew's been here for 200... At least 223 streams. Wow. Right? And then we got into that whole conversation on how to change your little guy. Yeah. There you go, now you're purple. It's a shame Iron Mouse didn't credit you. Oh, it was on the 30th! Okay, well happy late birthday. Happy late birthday, Shiopi. Are you even an online artist if your work is used uncredited? No! Well, let's chat more about it in the class, shall we? Get to class! Hello. Hello. How you guys doing? It's me, Boobin Kabir, your local Sunbear art history teacher and educational streamer. And today, we are continuing our investigation on Digimon designs, featuring our little blorbos here, our little batters, if you will. Thinking about crime as always, as is tradition. So yeah, today we're just gonna be we got to do our usual yapping, right? Our usual yaps. And then we'll take a look at some in-training Digimon. I think I have even the pages set up. See, look at this. See, last time we looked at fresh Digimon, the little babies. We looked at these guys, ads and all, and now we're looking at the gosh darn it, we're looking at the next stage. Wait, Calamon isn't in training? That's crazy. I thought it was a rookie. Whatever. But yeah, so you. If you ignore the Disney Plus ad, you'll see pet the cats. Pet the cats. You'll see that some of these guys are a little bit more developed. They're not just heads. Some of them have bodies and limbs. I think Doraemon is still the funniest. Like from Dodomon, who's just a head, to this. Hey, why are you throwing things at me? Why are you throwing things? You shouldn't throw things at the teacher. Streamer, I do have ad block. That's the thing. I do have ad block. I literally set up ad block for this. Is it working though? Yeah, ad block is working. I'm looking at it on my extensions. Heads and limbs, no body. Exactly. Look at this guy. What a dude, right? Or you know what? I think I need like 3 other ad blocks, right? I think I've seen other people tweet about like having like 3 different types of ad block. Maybe that's what I need to do. Gigimon! Gummymon! Hopmon. Is it really Hopmon? What is it? Hop hip! The attack is hop hip. The hop, the hip, the hippie, the hoppy to the boom boom bop. You block origin. We still have ads. I don't know if it's just how fandom.com be. What do I have? I have ad block. I don't have uBlock origin, so maybe that is the next step. If I were to install it right now, would it like completely F up my system? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Let's hide that window. uBlock origin. Okay, okay. Add extension. Hop on it, Dio. Dio. I did find a extension, but it's called Light. uBlock origin Light. I don't know if that's the correct one. Okay, let's see if this works now. Refresh. Ooh, okay. Okay. I'm not seeing any ads. I think it might have worked. I think we are now cooking with gas. If it's true, if it's Verdad, big shout out to Devin for recommending the specific type that would help me. There you go. Nice. Ad free. I wonder if that means YouTube will also cooperate with me. Because I did get like a weird pop-up that was like, your ad block will be cancelled in 2 more videos or something like that. And then it like went away really quick. So I don't know. I don't freaking know. Who knows? The nose knows. But yeah. Yes. Well, we shall see the haps. We shall see what happens. uBlock is love. uBlock is life. Just like Shrek. Crimes, which one will they commit? All. Yes. The answer is yes. But how you guys doing? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. It's the start of a new week after Thanksgiving, when I was feeling so relaxed and chill, and now we gotta get back to work and stuff. But today was actually a chill work day. I pretty much just got like a call from my boss being like, yeah, you're doing good. I'll see you in the office tomorrow. And that was the extent of it, so I didn't do much. But tomorrow and Wednesday I'm gonna be at the office and a school site, so I'm gonna be tired. I'm gonna be freaking tired afterwards. But this should be the last week, I'm hoping. This should be the last week where I'm at a school site and traveling, 3 hours to commute. No, actually, on Wednesday I'm grabbing a ride with a coworker, so I won't have the 3-hour commute. But, man, it's still tiring though. It's still really tiring. Do you use Chrome? Because I'm pretty sure weird stuff happened with uBlock on Chrome specifically because of YouTube and Google hating that people block YouTube ads. Yes, I think that's why, because I do remember on my main account I did use uBlock. And then for some reason I uninstalled it. I think it was because YouTube was really slow, specifically because of uBlock. So I think that's why it sounds familiar to me. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It sucks that, YouTube does those kinds of things, but meh. If any case, we'll just I guess temporarily shut it off. Harpsichord enjoyer, hello, you got your sticker? Yummy cassava cake. I have been thinking of maybe redoing some of those stickers now that I think about it. But my prioritization at the moment is to make some little critters, make some little creatures, some little digis. For now at least. Look, it's you guys. Little babatters. There's also the egg version. You get a little here. A little egg. Oh, nope. Wrong brush. I have been on a roll lately when it comes to making art. I haven't posted it lately, but I make quite a few art pieces just today. You should get off Chrome. I'm too used to Chrome, but you're right. I do feel like any other what's it called, browser, they probably have the same features that I do like from Chrome. Like just last stream, which I do apologize, by the way. I know that last Saturday we had quite the abrupt end. We were right about to get into our studying and our focusing, and then suddenly boop, popped out of existence, right? So what had happened is I thought it was a glitch with what's it called, On Together, the program that we're using to do like the studying together and stuff. I thought it was a glitch with that, but sorry, I just ate soup before the stream started, so my throat's gonna be a little phlegmy. But everything froze, everything went black and it froze, and then like nothing was responding, so I essentially like it kind of came back, but then I had to restart my computer, and then Beans was right next to me, and he was like, "Oh, we might have to look at your drivers again." So that's why I ended up just like cutting it short. So they no snap the stream, exactly. No studying, only yap. It's true. It's true. But yeah, the last stream I had shown you guys, you know, my strat when it comes to making sure I don't have that many tabs open. I use groups, you know, or I pin tabs and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure there are other browsers that do the same, but I'm just so used to Chrome, you know? I'm just so used to it. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, this should be the last week where I'm out at school sites. I'm still going to be going to the office every Tuesday, Wednesday, which is good because I usually work out after the office days, and I do want to be working out. I just went to like the I had a doctor's appointment today, and I lost a couple of pounds. Well, I think I told you guys before that I lost like 4 pounds before. Today I thought I gained some weight because, you know, Thanksgiving just finished, but I actually lost another pound. So I'm on the right course for now. I do have to, let me clear my throat though, because when I eat, like, I just had noodles. When I eat stuff that's like really oily, my throat just gets all phlegmy, so give me a second. Okay. But yeah. Other than that, what have I been up to? Oh, so after stream on Saturday, I actually ended up playing some video games off stream. So sorry you weren't there to witness it, but I played, you know what, let me get Pure Ref out, because there's quite a few arts that I want to show you guys. As well as a cheeky screenshot. But let me just get it out. Okay, we got Pure Ref here. Playing games off stream? Hell bear me! Okay, give me a second here. We gotta clear out the esophaguses. But yeah, I played games off stream, but not alone. Give me a second. Where are my screenshots? Looking for my screenshots, and I think I cleared out my throat enough with that one. We'll see, we'll see. Where is Pure Ref? Oh, it's hiding. I was like, where is it? There we go, I gotta do that. Okay, I feel like I should show you guys rather than the captures. Oh no, I put it in my Discord server. Okay, in my private one. There you go. So I played Peak. I played Peak with Beans, Ghosty, Outermost Ghost, and Gojikins on Saturday. It was a lot of fun. Ghosty and I have just been chatting with one another, through DMs, and she invited me to play some video games, and I'm like, I'm down. But because of my like anxiety and stuff, I'm always like, oh, I don't know yet if I want to like stream it. A collab, yeah. It was an off-stream collab, yeah. But after playing Peak, it's because it was the first time I played Peak, and you can see the result here, right? You can see the result. Hell yeah, Peak. Yeah, right? It's a fun game. It's a fun game. Playing Friend Swap, I see. I know, it's actually the first, now that I think about it, it's like the first Friend Swap game I've ever played. I've actually, I don't know if you guys will believe me when I say this, but I've never actually played Among Us. I've never played Repo, never played A Lethal Company, never played, What is it? What's the one where you're like trying to like, you know, get viral clips while like hunting monsters and stuff? I think Peak is like the first friend swap game I've like played. Unless there's others that would be considered friend swap. Content warning, yeah, exactly. Content warning. Yeah, I've never played that one either. I feel like though, like, no one's ever like not no one's ever, but like how often it is that you hear someone say, I've never played Among Us. Oh, just kidding. Yeah, Fugubi. I have played Pico Park. It was with Milky with 4 Milks. Oh, first of all, I should give a shout out to some folks. So, shout out to Outermost Ghost, because another thing is, it's her birthday today. She was streaming earlier today, actually. Earlier today. It's her birthday. But I think she's chilling right now with Gojikins. So if you give her greetings, make sure it's in, like, I don't know, social media or something like that. Don't DM her. I don't know if she's, like, busy at the moment. But yeah, it was fun playing Peak because, you know, I wasn't familiar with the controls at all. Me and Beans were not familiar at all. So we kept on floundering, but Ghosty was the one who, like, literally carried us to the peak. And in fact, I made a commemorative art to commemorate it. Here we go. Like I said, I've been on a fan art thing lately. I've been on a bit of a streak. There's a part of, okay, so if you've never like watched or played Peak before, if you like get yourself knocked out, you know, you run out of health, or you like, you know, get knocked out of starvation, you have a limited amount of time for someone to revive you. Otherwise you die and you become a ghost, and you're able to just like, you know, chill with the one person that's still, or the people that are still alive. You could like cycle through them and just spectate. But at one point, all 3 of us were dead, and it was ultimately Outermost Ghost who had to ascend to the peak all by her lonesome. But she's good though. She knows this game. She knows this game, and I kind of wanted to like get to that level, so I started playing Peak solo off stream. And I got up to, I think, the 3rd level, and then I fell into lava, and then and then I lost it. In fact, I think I even took a screenshot of my latest traversal. I think it's this one. Here, this was like the latest I did. Pau Pandan, Pau Pandan. Almost an hour and a half. I almost made it up all the way, and then I fell into lava. I fell into lava. But alongside that, I've been making other fan art of other VTubers. Let me see if I can find it. I'm looking at my clipboard right now. I also finished the demo for Hellmaiden. So it was a lot of fun. Peak is very fun. Have it 100% except for one of the newest things. Oh man. That I envy you for that, because like I looked at how to get some of the badges, the achievements, and I was like, dang, what the heck? That sounds hard. I want to get the one where you get Bing Bong all the way to the top. But I still gotta get all the way to the top. Hello, Cheesezus, hello. Hello, welcome to class. I'm Babinka Bear, your local Sunbear art history teacher and educational streamer. And yeah, it's the long live the king type of pose. I know her face. This is actually based off, like, I wasn't able to take a screenshot, but there was a moment where we were like in the very last part of Peak. Not the caldera, the kiln? We were at the very last part, and everyone else had died, and she was like overlooking this, like, you know, cliffside thing. She was like so close to the top, and she was like looking down. And I was like, ah, this is so cool. And I missed my opportunity to take a screenshot, but instead I was able to at least make art of it. You and Bean should try out Bokura and Bokura Planet, since it's a nice 2-player game. We've been looking for like 2-player games to try out, because we did play what's the divorce game? It Takes Two. It Takes Two. And we really liked that one, and we wanted to also play Split Fiction, but I think around the time it came out, I was either busy, or like I think it might have been too close to like when Time Stranger came out or something like that. But now that I'm done with Time Stranger, it's like, oh my god, I can like play other games now. That's crazy. Cheese is fine? You got it. It gets easier? Okay. I'll take your word for it, because I had a hard time with... Okay, so when we played with Ghosty, I just didn't know the controls, and I didn't like know the limits of my stamina. And as soon as I tried like a solo run, and now that I knew the controls and I knew stuff like that, the first part was actually easy. Like the shore, actually pretty easy. And then I think the hardest tropics, I think I was in like tropics for a bit. It wasn't so bad, but I think instead of like going up, I went through the middle, and I think I got to like a boundary because there was just so much fog. And then I got through the mesa just fine without solo. I went through it just fine, but when we were playing with Ghosty and Gojikins, those like dust devils, those tornadoes freaking whooped my butt. Like I got caught in one and like landed right in a cactus. It was not a great time. At least the moment was etched into your memory. Yeah, exactly. The shore is basically the tutorial, yeah. But when you're still learning it, when you're still learning shore, I fell like quite a few times because I wasn't sure. I did that thing where I was trying to climb, but I kept on lunging. So like my stamina just kept on like going down way too much, and I was like, what is happening right now? But then I figured it out, you know. I figured out like what it was I needed to do, what I needed to press and everything. So yeah, like once you like get a handle of the control, shore is actually really easy. And then I feel like I would have gotten a little further in Caldera, but I just straight up like did not watch where I was falling and just like fell in lava. And if you're solo, it's like there's not really any coming back from that. So I do want to try it again sometime. I want to do like a run a day, except for the days where like I'm at the office or at a school site because I'm probably gonna be too tired. But yeah, it was fun. I just like this screenshot. There's actually Beans took a couple of clips that he's currently out at class right now, but when I can share them I will, because there was one where, you know, he was effing around with the emotes, and there's one for backflipping. And you'd think that because it's an emote, you stay in place as you backflip, but no, he actually backflipped right into like explosive poisonous plants. And like the clip itself is so funny because I think he like almost died, and like, you know, there's Gojikins is right next to him, and then he like does the backflip and they both get poisoned. I don't know if they both got poisoned, but just the clip was so funny. Run a day is what me and my buddy did for all the badges. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, because I'm surprised it's not that kind of game, at least for me, where it's like you lose a run and it's like, I want to get back in there. Like, for me, it's like, oh, I lost a run. I think I'm good for the day. I think it's because it takes so long, right? Like, if you saw this run right here, it's like, yeah, an hour and a half. I'm like, okay, I'm good here. I'm gonna call it quits. Let's see what else. I completed Hell Maiden, or at least the demo. I'm pretty excited for the full game to come out. And I did fan art of my 2 new VTuber Oshis. Early on runs are like 2 hours. Yeah. Which it does, like, every time I get into a game, I do wonder like what the speed running like strats are like, you know? So let's see. Let me post 2 pieces of fan art. There's this one for Ash Carriel, and then one that the contrast is gonna be pretty funny. My 2 new Oshis. It's Ash Carriel of FSPEN, and it's Sklimbo. It's Sklimbo from Socks Agency. This one I spent like, I want to say like 10 hours, dude. Like, is that Lucimon Chaos Mode? Yo, I actually did use Lucimon as like the reference for this. Legit. I'm glad that you were able to like clock that. Because this VTuber is like a fallen angel, so I'm like, oh, who better to use as a reference than Lucimon, right? Lucimon fallen mode. So legit, that is actually the reference. This one took me 10 hours, bro. Like the sketch took me a while, and then mostly the hours were just getting all the details and like sharpening up like the, I don't know, the features. And of course I took some shortcuts. If you like zoom in, you see that like the chains are just C's shapes. And there's like a lot of mistakes too, with like anatomy and just a lot of stuff, but I'm pretty proud with what, you know, what I ended up getting. This one, by contrast, it took me, I want to say like 45 minutes. I know I'm mean bisexual when I see one. Exactly. This one literally took me like 45 minutes. Like, I think it's because like also his character model just lends itself so well to like I don't know, like you don't have to worry too much about anatomy. It's just like, you know, your first pass is enough. Meanwhile, like this one, I did like multiple passes of like sketches and like multiple passes of like how to do the like anatomy and parts of his outfit. Even this part is not super like well done. It's not super refined because he has like this very specific like wing design here, and I kind of just like whatever the f. I'm not getting paid for this. I just want to like show it off. And I still think of like some advice that Milky had given me, for Milks, who I haven't been able to talk to her a lot lately, but I think it's because electricity problems in her area, in her neck of the woods. Is it underscore? Yeah, it's 4milks underscore. But when she was teaching me some art techniques, she told me that like for a lot of art, you might see a lot of folks like not go viral, but like a lot of their art is gonna look really good because it's mostly just the face that's like really well done, but the rest is just kind of like whatever. It's like still sketchy and stuff. And it's like that's actually pretty solid advice that like, oh, as long as you do the face and like the main features well, sometimes people don't even notice that like the rest of the outfit is gonna be kind of messy, you know. For someone that's ace, Ash keeps flashing the chat with fan service. All the pregnant people in chat, I can't watch the stream. Yeah, I kind of feel that. I actually haven't been watching him as much lately because of that, but like, you know, it's just not my cup of tea, but I understand that it's like a lot of other people's cup of tea, you know? I still like him. I still like his yaps. I'm still excited to do the meet and greet with him on, I think the 6th. But yeah, there is a point where like the I guess what do you even call it, like yume baiting or like boyfriend BFG, like boyfriend experience BFE, boyfriend experiencing just isn't really my thing, you know. And I think that's why I started gravitating more towards freaking Sklimbo. Like that's what I mean, like the contrast is so funny. Like you have like, you know, like romantic fallen angel pretty boy, and then you have freaking like shit posty, I mean ish posty like, you know, like experience where he's just a wholesome guy that like gives a lot of like fitness, nutrition, and like self-improvement tips, and he's just like a bro, you know. Let tits now. And you know, I don't know, he has a lot of, I don't know, I just like listening to the yaps. So yeah, I was able to pump out these fan arts pretty quickly compared to like, I think these two I finished today. Literally both of these I pumped out today during each of their respective streams. And like I said, this one was like 10 hours of working time, but I think I started it like maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and then finished it when that one time we thought the house was getting fumigated, but then it wasn't. Male VTuber experience. Male VTubers. Exactly. But yeah, that's basically what I've been up to. Just been doing some project stuff, some art stuff. I've been trying to get better at well, it's funny that like now that I'm done with Time Stranger, I realize how much more time I have to do things like practice TCG, which I haven't actually done on stream in a while, but occasionally I do practice on DC Go and other things. Just not in person. And in fact, some folks have expressed that they missed me in the Digimon locals, which I didn't think would happen, but it touches my heart that people are like, oh, hey, I just wanted to check in on you. So I might make a return to the locals sometime soon, and I might even return to playing DC Go and other things on stream, but for now I want to focus on some artistic stuff, which is why we're doing what we're doing today, which is drawing some Digimon. But yeah, I have a lot more time, so I actually ended up making a whole bunch of... This is gonna be the last tangent before we, hopefully, get started with drawing. But I started planning for my streams for next year. I already more or less have, like, my streams for the rest of December planned out. Some might change here and there if people, like, contact me about, like, collabs and stuff. Oh my god, I just realized I forgot to answer someone's DM. But yeah, like for the most part, the rest of December is pretty much planned out. So I've gotten started with planning for 2026. Oh my gosh, guys, only a month away. Wow. Christmas, only a week away. Wow. I don't know what to do with this information. Or however that meme goes. But yeah, it's been interesting because like I took a look at like the list of games and like educational topics that I wanted to cover for this year, and I realized that like I actually wasn't able to cover as much as I wanted to cover. So I do want to make like a concentrated effort to like get through a little bit more like video games, get through a bit more like educational topics, because I do feel like after the summer we kind of petered off on like at least like curated educational like presentations and stuff. VTubers. Because I feel like a lot of them was just more of like study with me, or like take a look at like my process behind the scene of how I like make these educational presentations. But I feel like I haven't done like a straightforward like presentation for you guys in a bit, and I do feel like that's kind of the bread and butter of this classroom, right? Of this class stream. So I do want to get back to doing that. But there's also quite a few video games on the backlog that I've been meaning to play, especially on stream. So what I did is I compiled all of the video games that I'm interested in onto a list, and I prioritized the ones that I've already bought, because I do the Steam thing where I buy a lot of games and then never play them. So I took inventory on like what I would want to play that's in my Steam collection, and then I looked up how long it would take to complete those games. If it was any longer than 10 hours, I opted to just play that off stream, because at least with how I am now, I feel like it'd be better to stick to smaller indie games, or shorter indie games, so that people don't feel like if I'm doing like a long series, people don't feel like, oh, I missed an episode, or I missed like one of her like, you know, Digimon Cyber Sleuth streams, so I can't follow along for the rest of it, you know? Or like I just found out about her, but it's like part 15 of her Digimon Survive playthrough. I haven't played Digimon Survive yet. So but the deals are so good at times, so it's understandable. Yeah, when it's like 75% off, I can't resist, you know? You're now a content creator. I'm gonna get into that too, actually, in terms of the whole like content creation thing. So get your Jurge, you know, the Jurge angry fist emotes ready for that topic. But yeah, I took inventory of everything. I looked at how long it would take to complete most of them. And then I ordered them in terms of like, you know, the longest playtime versus like the shortest. And then I kind of mixed and matched them. So some weeks might just be like a short, you know, a relatively short game that I can cover in 1 or 2 streams. And then after that, it might be like ones that I would cover in like 3 to 4 streams. But the next video game that I'm going to play that's not a retro video game is The Case of the Golden Idol. So it'll be like a blind playthrough, yeah, pretty much a blind playthrough of it, but I've heard lots of people say that it's up my alley. After that, I might want to try out a game called Coffee Talk, or another one called Astrologaster. And then I'll just give you guys a list of what else I've written down so far. So a video game called Pros and Codes, Overboard, Botanicula, Lucifer Within Us, Strange Horticulture, Chicory, Mist with a Y, Excavation of Hobbs Barrow, The Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, and some kind of fishing game. You should play Vampire Survivors so I know if I want to play it, if it's really like that Hellmaiden game. I do like Vampire Survivors. I would have missed. I never actually played Myst. Like, when it was, you know, back in ye olden times, I actually never played it growing up. So, I have the real Myst edition, which I guess is like the remake, or I don't know, something like that. Saku, hello. We're talking about some future stream ideas, because 2026 is upon us. But yeah, so those are some games. I do want to play a fishing game, actually. Like, I know that might sound strange because we're in a classroom that only occasionally gets flooded. But I talked about this when I did the collab with Owen, but when I was growing up, I had a kind of a limited amount of like games that I would play, and I just played whatever my dad had, or like whatever he would buy me, or whatever he already had. So one of them was like trophy bass. So I remember like I fondly remember playing trophy bass, you know, and I'm not saying that that's what I would play, but I'd be down for like a fishing game. I feel like it's not too strange to think of a bear playing a fishing game. Maybe I can make some maybe we can transition from playing like trophy bass or some kind of fishing game to playing like cooking simulator, and I'll make some I'll make some salmon fillets for you guys. I found a new roguelite that's been my new fixation. Monsters are coming. Rock and Road is a tower defense survivor. Like, oh, interesting, interesting. I don't know how well I do with roguelites, even though, you know, Hades and Hell Maiden are definitely a thing with me. Which, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I have played Hades, at least the first one, before. I don't know if I want to play the second one on stream. I do know that I want to play the second one though. But yeah, like I have played roguelites before, and I did watch a video by Super Eyepatch Wolf on one called it's the one that Big Ham has been playing. Void Stranger. That's another one that I might want to play off stream. I haven't gotten it yet, but Nanomon Virtual Pet seems interesting. Ooh, Nanomon Virtual Pet. Interesante. Tell me more. I'm copying it and I'm pasting it into my browser, but tell me more, tell me more. Nanomon Virtual Pet. Yo, wait, this looks cool. What the heck? I thought that it was just like Digimon. Or is it like Digimon inspired? Because when I read Nanomon, I thought you said Nanimon. Like Nanimon? Wait, this is kind of cool. You have my interest. But going back to get your Jurge Fist emotes ready. I have been thinking about content creation because if you remember way back when I did I painted a little Daruma doll, and the thing with Daruma dolls is actually here I can show you right here. I think a lot of you might be familiar with Daruma dolls, but just in case you need a refresher, they look like this. And usually there's like it starts off with like 2 blank eyes, and you like make a wish or you set a goal for yourself. Bardawolf, hello. It's kind of like it has it's kind of like it, and it has mini games. Ooh, I'm down for that. So with Darumas, you fill in one eye when you have like a request or a goal that you want to attain, and you don't fill in the other eye until you attain that goal. So we did paint one on stream, and I filled in. That looks rather Daruma shaped. Yeah, exactly. So my goal for that one was to create and publish at least 3 pieces of like educational media on my YouTube page. Not my YouTube VOD page, but my YouTube page. So far I published 2 videos, and they're about like the Olympus 12. I was hoping that my third one would be like revisiting that now that I've completed Time Stranger. But I okay, this is gonna seem very off topic and kind of meandering, but bear with me here. Beans writes essays for class, and I'm usually the one that checks over his essays and stuff. And he's told me, and other people have also told me that like I'm pretty good at editing. Editing, you know, whether it's like prose, fiction, or an academic paper. I did work as a tutor when I was doing my master's degree. And I do like editing a lot, and I think I've mentioned to you guys before that like one stream idea I was thinking of is like showing how to write an essay, but hopefully in like a fun way where like you guys can give me some topics to make an essay of, because I do like writing, I do like editing, and I do like showing off like what the process is, because for me it feels very easy, but of course like if you had a rough time learning about it, or if the way that you learned it just doesn't service you in the way that you need, then, you know, don't force yourself. But it's something that I enjoy. And then when I brought it up, I started thinking of like, okay, what's a fun topic to like teach people how to like write an essay? And I'm like, ooh, I could literally write an essay on the character arcs in Digimon Adventure 1999, because that's like one of my favorite things about that anime series is the character arcs and the use of Digimon as like a manifestation of those character arcs, right? So I would want to like write an essay of like, all right, this is how you write a thesis, this is how you write your main points, this is how you do research for these things, this is how you write a conclusion. And then when I was talking with Beans about this over dinner one time, and he said like, so you should definitely do that, but when you finish that essay, why not convert it into a video essay? And I'm like, oh, that's an idea. Like, the only problem is that like it's adventure. Like everyone's talked about adventure ad nauseum. Everyone has talked about adventure. Has talked about Digimon adventure. It's kind of like an overdone topic, but it's also like my main hyperfixation throughout my life. So I could also just watch the other ones. Could also watch Adventure 2 or 02. I could also watch Tamers and Frontier, and Data Squad and or Appmon. Oh wait, oh my gosh, wait, I could talk about Appmon. Yeah, but not lately. Oh right, you made the Daruma look like a new Digimon that came out this year. Yes, exactly, Fuguvi. Yeah, exactly. But not lately. What about comparing 01 Digimon to 01 Remake or maybe the Tri movies? Yeah, that's true. Cause like, even though like I have a lot to say about like I didn't like overall Tri, I do like that it exists, and I do like it as like a return to like, oh, you remember these characters you liked? They're back in Pog form, you know? So that's another maybe. That's another like thing I would want to explore. I think the only thing with making content based off the Digimon animes though is that like another idea I had for just getting my Twitch out there, just getting my streams out there, is creating shorts. A lot of people will tell you that like, oh yeah, making like converting your clips into shorts and putting them on like YouTube or Instagram Reels or even TikTok. That's one way to like grow your audience. And I did want to keep things a bit more general. So rather than hyper focusing on Digimon, I wanted to do maybe like art analysis and how like, not necessarily like here's how I analyze art, but here's how other people, regardless of your like art. Why is the music suddenly so loud? Give me a second. Wait, this isn't even. We're listening to Louis Zong. What happened to that? We're not listening to Louis Zong anymore. There we go. But yeah, like if there's one thing to like take away from my streams is that like not only do I like analyzing art, but I like also empowering people to know that they can, for one, analyze art, but also create art. That's what I do for work. Is I tell middle schoolers that like you can create art, and I know that right now you might be very perfectionistic about it, but you can create art. And that's something that I would want to put into like any kind of content I make, like shorts, Instagram Reels, etc., etc. So part of me wants to do these like long extended video essays on like the Digimon anime. Part of me also wants to make these like short form media to just get my name out there. And granted, yeah, it's very possible to just do both. Like, why not? ¿Por qué no los dos, right? But I do think that there should be some kind of focus, at least at first. And then if I do gain enough of a following, then like, yeah, sure. Then I could like pivot. Not necessarily do whatever I want, but like pivoting won't be as harmful to the trajectory that I'm making at the moment. So I am still taking ideas though, because the ideas that you guys have shared have been pretty good. Because yeah, the what's it called, like adventure remake compared to like the original adventure, I would have a lot to say about that because I was so hyped for the remake, and then all of my expectations were just kind of like blown. They were just like, oh man, I'm so hyped, but what's happening with the story? Random conspiratorial thought. Do Tamagotchi resemble the Daruma silhouette? Oh, I never thought about that. Because yeah, you are onto something, but because it's Tamagotchi, and it has the word tama, which means egg in Japanese, I do know that it's like probably more so egg-based, but when you think about it, yeah, right? Right, there's a Tamagotchi. Oh no, this is oh yeah, this is Tamagotchi. I was gonna say like, no wait, this is VPET. Like no, The Digimon is like so. And then you have the like bars and stuff. I know it's like the keyhole here, right? You know what? I literally have one right in front of me. Why am I not using that as a reference? And then a Daruma. It kind of does, actually. Especially with the little like face window. So a Daruma Tamagotchi would not be too out of place, right? What about doing Digimon references to the TCG or how options are named after certain Digimon moves? That's another cool one. I wouldn't be surprised if someone's already like kind of done into that, because I also did consider if I were to like shift into doing like more YouTube like edited content, then I do like the idea of going into like, oh, a lot of Digimon are based off of cultural, mythological, and historical like figures, right? Or like mythology or like folk tales and stuff. And I would like to like do the research into like, oh, this is where the origin of this Digimon is, you know? Especially since I started off with the Olympus 12. The only thing is, I feel like I know there's already someone on Twitter that does that just through tweets. I don't know if there's anyone on YouTube already doing that. So, I'm still thinking. That is kind of like the route that I've mostly been thinking about. But also another thing is like, how much time would I have to dedicate to like research? Which arguably I think I would have more time once my like work stabilizes, because once that stabilizes, like the thing that I'm waiting to happen right now is to just for us to not be understaffed, because when we're understaffed I need to go out to the schools and I need to help my team. And that's usually when I get like really tired, where I can't even stream, I can't even like go to Digimon locals, I can't even like do much, you know? But when we have a full team and I don't have to like worry about them, then when I'm in the office, I can actually do more or less what I want, like, including like doing research for like potential video essays. Cause I already do research for work. Like when I'm not at the schools, I'm just doing research to help bolster up our curriculum. So I do enjoy research. I do like doing research, and I do like writing essays. So I think video essays would be a cool way to go. But I think I do need some time to see if I can transition, because dedicating more time to video essays and to edited content would unfortunately mean dedicating less time to streams. And the thing is, I enjoy both. Or like, I'm not really in the video essay world yet, but like, I feel like I would enjoy it, but I enjoy streaming a lot. I enjoy interacting in real time with you guys. So, I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Gojikins, hello. We had shouted out Ghosty earlier, and I showed everyone the artwork of us. This one's Gojikins, by the way. It was so funny seeing like his expression. Why not pork? Because it's not fish-shaped spam. Oh man, I miss spam. If you want a simple one, you could go over the Digimon whose designs are altered outside Japan and why, but the only one I can think of is Sistermon Noir. Yeah, that was a fun one for me to explain to Beans. Because I was like, you see this one? You see the one that looks like a nun? No, you don't, because she's not supposed to look like a nun, and that's why she's blue. Just stream the recording? I could. Davido, hello. We're so cubist now. We're just so incredibly cubist. That artwork was so cool, she showed it to me as soon as I got home. Aw, yay! I'm glad. You guys also like... so you can tell which one's a V. Gojikins is based off of like the design he had in-game, and then Ghosties, of course, is based off of like her design, but also like the outfit you wear when you play Peak, and then this is Beans. It's a mix of like his model as a bear, but also like his model in the game. Like he had like this little grin on his face and sunglasses. Wait, did he have sunglasses? I forgot. Idea, what if you do a discussion on stream and then edit it down for YouTube? I've tried doing that too. The only thing is like editing down like a 2 to 3 hour stream, it does take a bit out of you, because that's what I did with my Olympus 12 video. And even then it was like, I still feel like there was a lot of like dead space. Like there were things that I wanted to edit out, but I realized later on that I needed to include it for context. So yeah. He did, yeah, he was wearing sunglasses now that I think of it. And we also have other other art, and then I just love this screenshot so much. I'm just dead. But yeah, I'm glad that you guys are like open to like discussing like if I do a foray into content creation in that way. I'm still thinking a lot about it. This is like a jump that I wanted to make back in the summer, and then it just never happened. But yeah, still thinking it could work for design reviews. True. I do kind of like the idea of like streaming and edited videos going hand in hand with each other, almost like a classroom, right? But like maybe a college course where, you know, sometimes you have to watch informational videos and then you come to the stream to discuss it, right? And I don't want to go, even though like the theming for my streams is a classroom, I am sometimes a little hesitant on going all in on like the online class type thing, because sometimes that might not be people's jazz. And of course, it's not like a mandatory class where you have to be here for class credit, because people are going to be in and out, like, and people's interests change. Like someone who might have been really into my streams before might be like, you know what, this isn't it for me at the moment. And that's totally fine, and that's totally normal. That's what's been happening with me and my Oshis lately. There are certain Oshis that I don't watch as much anymore, and it's not because I've lost interest, but because that's just not what I want to see at this time. So, you know, I want it to be like kind of like a classroom, but like with some flexibility of like, you don't have to have watched all of my streams prior to this to understand everything, to understand any in-jokes or anything like that. Always worth doing for the experience, if nothing else. Fantastic way to practice editing. Yeah, you know who's been really getting into editing is Mega Bronson. He's been getting into making like clips and shorts and stuff, and I've been wanting to like send him some of my own like clips along the way. But then I look at some of my clips and I'm like, like these are nice just within my community, but I don't know if I like put these out into the ether like on TikTok, if people will be like, oh, she's so cringe, you know. But Mega Bronson's been getting some good practice with like, he'll take like Overwatch and Battlefield clips from like our friend group and he'll edit them, and he's like been getting pretty good at it. So yeah. Do you want to find other Filipino VTubers to collab with? I actually have been thinking more along the lines of other educational VTubers, because I know there's plenty out there, like Almantas. I know there's Saidere. I haven't talked to them as much. Like, I know of them, and I think they might know of me, but I know they talk about like psychology. Who else can I think of that is like more education based? Squeegee does like design, like character design analysis. I'm forgetting like a lot of people right now, but I'm interested in like seeing other like educational VTubers, and like it'd be cool if like, I don't know if someone's already like set it up, but like have some kind of like Discord server or some kind of Babinka pretending I don't exist when looking for collabs. No, I don't usually seek out collabs. It's just more of like, I do want a community. I do want some kind of community. But I'm always down for collabs. I'm just usually not the person that's reaching out to do them. Usually I'm the person being reached out to. I'm shy. A classroom, but also Digimon content for aspiring Digidestined. I like that. Be cringe on the internet, be cringe, be free. I can be cringe. I can. I should. Now to introduce you guys to my... We're talking about being cringe. My ultra original Digimon, Darkness, Dimension Waymon. I tried to like, what would that look like, you know? Just, he has a forked tongue. And a devil's tail. And he has an angel wing, but also a devil wing. And like fangs that are dripping with blood and and no, you know what? More legs. I feel like I could go harder on this. I feel like I could go harder on this. I need to channel 5th grade Binka. I need her back so I can make the ultimate edgy Digimon. Oh no, we have wait, let me snooze just for a second just to catch up on chat and then we'll go to the ad break. Horatius the Dwarf is a mental health professional who gives lectures on psychology and stuff. Ooh. Interesting. Can you give them a shout out with the command so that I can look them up? The Darkness Dimension Waymon? Yes, exactly. Usually I'm the one who randomly runs into collab opportunities for other people, but I don't watch many education or Digimon streamers. I actually trying to think of like other Digimon streamers who like I just know like I think Desero, he just does like TCG, and then I keep forgetting his name. Why do I keep forgetting his name? There's like a guy who literally streams as the Digibeetle from Digimon World 2. He was literally streaming earlier today. Why do I keep forgetting their name? Let's see. Don't forget the purple eyes and no period. Exactly. There you go. And don't forget to add like 10 guns. Yeah. The ultimate Ungak. There we go. Horatius the Dwarf. Let me, oh wait. It's gonna autoplay. It's gonna autoplay. Stop. There we go. Ooh, very cool, very cool. Oh, Orlando, hello. You got your sticker. Hello, hello. Yeah, don't mind my OC, Donut Steel. I think during the ad break, I'll see if I can keep flushing him out. It's funny because this actually looks like one of the designs I showed you guys like a couple streams ago. The one that's like a goat with like angel wings and stuff. Anyway, let's put you guys over in the corner. The cub corner. That's right. Let's put you guys in a ad break. I need to grab some water. Some water. And then we'll continue the art shenanigans. How's that? So, alright. 3-minute ad starting right now. You can be your angle or your double. Goat with wings? Yeah, it's a Mario moment. Yep. I'll show you guys after. But 3-minute ad. What the heck? That ad break went by so fast. It went by so fast. It's because I was drawing my OC Donut Steel. Wait, let me get a sip of water. Let me get a sip of water. And then I got too invested. Oh my gosh, water is like a potion. It's like a health potion. Like I feel my HP meter going up, just going doot 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 doot. Look, it's it's Dark Gun Dimension Raven Way, mon. Donut Steel, a steel dark type Pokemon. We do not speak of Pokemon here. I'm just kidding. I actually have been thinking of Digimon is always, you know, the closest thing to my heart. I'm gonna steal. No. Don't steal, don't steal. Donut Steel one. You like the you like the hand that just has a gun. Right? Swipe or no swiping? I feel like we can make this edgier, right? But I also feel like that could be a fun like I still want to draw some. Okay, how about this? Let's draw some in training Digimon first so we can get the practice in. And then if we have time and if I have the energy, let's see how edgy we can make this guy. Don't steal, it's an OC, not an NFT. Exactly. Donut Steel. Let's get some in-training Digimon. Some in-training training done. And then we're going to see how we can make that like edgy, super edgy 5th grade, you know, preteen Digimon. Not a Babinka Bear NFT. We don't speak of that. Not a real Digimon, not enough metal parts or gun. Oh, true! We can make it metal. With, like, claws and stuff? Yeah. Those are for later. Man. Alright, let me put away the pure ref. Discard. Let us look at some in-training Digimon for inspiration. I like this guy. Budmon. We're gonna draw at least 6 in training Digimon and see what like themes we can see with like you know, how to make an in training Digimon, and then we'll go from there. Pull a Bakemon and Digivolve by adding a hat. I love that. I love Bakemon and Soulmon. Bakemon lose your power. Bakemon lose your power. Wait, let me just in case people haven't seen the genius of this yet. Bakemon, not Bakemonogatari. Bakemon. Bakemon, lose your power. Soulmon. Alright guys, you ready? This is Bakemon. It's a play off the Japanese word bakemono. Right? It's a ghost. Actually playing Time Stranger made me more affectionate to Bakemon, because you used to just be like, you know, it's just a generic ghost, right? But I don't know, there's something about like having a Bakemon fight for you and it being so happy when it wins. It's like, oh, you're so cute. You're just so cute. This is Bakemon. This is one of its many Digivolutions, Soulmon. Isn't that neat? He has a little hat. He has a little hat. Like, see? This is Daniel. This is the cooler Daniel. Have I made myself clear? Wait, actually, full size? Full size? There we go. This is Daniel. This is the cooler Daniel. Daniel. Cooler Daniel. Committed to memory. Got it memorized. In training Digimon, and it's just a hand grenade. I mean... There was a, there's Bombmon in the fresh one, right? Where is he? This one! Fresh Digimon, and it's just a bomb. Konbaku wa! Exactly. Digimon is so good at endearing you to weird little guys. It's true! Like, look at this guy. Look at this dragon. I love Bakemon and Soulmon, right? That's just so good. It's like, that's peak evolution. Like, a neat hat. I still love, like, I know we just mentioned, like, Pokemon. One of these days I would like to play, like, a Pokemon, like, what is it called? Like, mod? Or a ROM hack or something? There's probably Digimon ROM hacks that, like, are made from Pokemon, right? Anyway, What was I gonna say? Oh, we're talking about Pokemon. Another favorite evolution of mine is Poliwhirl to Poliwrath, because he just gets angry, right? He's just so freaking mad. I still can't get over Devimon line about using him any way you like and you question its sanity. Yes, they're okay. He gets swole. He does get swole, but he also gets mad. I just think that's neat. Alright, let's see. We got Budmon, Pukamon, also known as Bukamon, also known as Pukamon. Kalumon, who I could have sworn was a rookie level, but it would also make sense here. Chapumon, oh, that's so cute. So I'm seeing is that, like, the fresh Digimon, if we look back at our, like, fresh Digimon that we drew, they're all just, like, orbular. And so if they have limbs, they're very, you know, like, it's like a fetus. Like, it's just little paddles, if they have limbs at all. But here, they definitely, some of them definitely have some kind of limb. Like, look at Cupimon. This might as well be like a rookie, right? Or they have, like, small bodies, right? Or no body. Pokemon fans be like, Nintendo's so lazy. This is just an ice cream cone. Digimon fans be like, ice cream cone with a gun. Exactly. I love ice cream cone with a gun. I would die for him. Me too. I do like the ice cream cone Pokemon. And I remember when Karki's Pokemon first came out and people were like pooping on it. I thought it was so charming. Come on, guys. Karki's, come on. Come on. Come on. I also thought Kalumon was a rookie, but they never did identified stage even in the TCG. Oh, really? I don't know why I thought, it's not an egg, right? Is it an egg? Kalumon? Trubbish's peak Pokemon design? I love Trubbish. I love how, was that Gen 5? That is just basically Gen 1, but, like, different, you know? I think that was probably one of my favorite gens. Yeah, a gun! Gigimon's also really cute. This also goes into the category of, like, the head now grows legs, and in this case, a tail. Gummimon. What was... Oh, yeah, Zerimon is just the head, right? With the tail. Hopmon is so funny looking. I love Kapurimon because it starts out as, like, fluffy, but it becomes all the machines, right? Like, it becomes Hagurumon. Oh yeah, if you've played Time Stranger, there's such a funny interaction with a Solarmon who, like, swears up and down that he's not just a palette swap of Hagurumon. Even though we know he is. Renchi has a gun. Koromon, a classic, you know? We could start off with Koromon. That one is a classic. Kyaromon, when you see this, and you know you're playing against the puppet deck, and it's like, ah, oh, boy. Here we go again. Minomon, super cute. This one is super detailed for an in training. Missimon, and it comes from Bombmon. This is the grenade we were talking about. Moonmon, Mochimon, Nyaromon, Pagumon. You gotta have the evil ones, right? You gotta have one that's destined to become a little evil guy. Speaking of TCG, I just lost at locals to a deck where they play big guys, put themselves into life, then deck me out with Apocalypsemon. I was playing Beelzemon. Is it a Dark Masters? Because I never thought I would see myself play Dark Masters, but I did see that they just revealed Waru Manzemon, and it's like, come on, it's a bear. But I think it is part of the Dark Masters archetype. Because, like, I wasn't really, like, I wasn't even thinking of playing Dark Masters. But it's like, maybe. Pinamon. Poromon. I also love Poromon's design a lot. Puroromon. Oh, how come? Oh, Sakutomon. I kind of know what Sakutomon looks like. It's like a sword, right? There were so many memes about calling the Solarmon a Hagurumon. It's so good. It might be they play no eggs. Interesting. Because, like, there is well, the latest reveals for BT24, I know that Devimon is in there, and he is, he's not an egg, of course, he's a rookie, but that's interesting. Maybe it is Dark Masters, then. The matchup is literally 9-1, like, what am I supposed to do? No. Xiaomon is so cute. And it comes from Palmon, like Pao Pandan. Sunmon, Tanamon, Tokamon. I love Tokamon too, like all the teeth. Sumemon, gotta have a hand. Gotta hand it to you. Sunamon. Upamon. I never realized that he's based on an axolotl. Or if we want to pronounce it the Nahuatl way, Axolotl. Right? It comes from the Nahuatl word upa, referring to a young axolotl. Oh, interesting, interesting. I do love Sumemon. I love that he's just a hand. Viximon is also of the Doraemon Gigimon type, where it's just a head with legs. Yamon is pretty funny looking. Wanyamon is the goat. Oh my god, if you played Cybersleuth, just seeing him just makes me emotional. And Yokomon, who becomes a bird, as one does. Based off Axel Serials fans? It's true. The axolotls. I don't really follow Holostars anymore, but I did see that there was like new art revealed for the Holostars, and it was like a hot pot with axolotl tails in it. Poor guys. Give me a second. Schneckery is at the door. Schneckery is here. You might hear meowing here and there, or he might just go to sleep. Who knows? Wanyamon story in Cybersleuth almost makes a grown man cry. Yeah, that last mission with Wanyamon is like, ooh, right in the feels. Yamon, my baby. He's so cute. I just love how at the okay, spoilers for the end of Tamers. I won't give too much context, but it's just so funny that like when you see all the little like baby Digimon floating up, it's just like a PNG, or maybe if it was back then like a JPEG. It's just like a still JPEG floating. And I every time I see Yamon's face, that's what I think of, is like the ending to Tamers. It's just like floating. I've actually gotten back into Holostars with Shinri, Ruse, and Battle. I've been wanting to get back into specifically watching Battle. There was what was it? There was a concert recently. It was like a not really a concert, but oh my god, what was it called? Soul Vault? For any male VTuber fans out there that also love just good music, have you guys heard of Soul Vault? I think it was started by Lucian Lunaris from FSPEN, and it's basically like a like duets between different male VTubers from different companies. So it was like Axel from Holostars and Rizar from FSPEN Gen 2. They did like a duet together. There was like Usan with Octavio. There was just a bunch, and it was really good. And it did make me want to check out Rizar and get back into Axel too, because I remember I actually did like Axel streams. Axel Battle. I have been wanting to get into them. It's just time. Time is always of the essence, you know? Because it's like, oh, if I watch this stream, am I going to have time to get better at Peak or get better at pixel art or, you know, stream or plan this and that? Let's see. I spend way too much on SCs, but I've been exceedingly silly the past 2 days. I was keeping track of my finances this past month, and yeah, I've been spending way too much on SCs. It's funny because like if I'm not spending too much on SCs, I'm spending too much on like Digimon cards, and if I'm not spending too much on Digimon cards, I'm spending it too much on like a new Oshi, you know? It's like that One Piece English opening where they just pasted a PNG of Zoro. I'm actually not familiar with that one, but that sounds hilarious. Friendly reminder, chat, don't have your plant brush water and drinking water in similar cups. Oh no! Not the yummy lead paint. Oh no! Spit it out! Yummy mummy brown paint. No! Okay, let us, let me rename my layers. Crime. Let's do, this is gonna be our in-training practice. That was just a sketch, and then this is our experiment Digimon. So let's do some in-training Digimon studies. I think, Let's start basic. Let's start with the classic. We're gonna start with Koromon. Because if you think about it, if you look at other like in training Digimon, Koromon and Sunamon are the ones that are like just heads, and then a lot more feel like they have at least like limbs to them. But Koromon and Sunamon don't. So let's see if we can actually do both of them like relatively quickly. We start with an orb. He does have like little cheeks. I made him a little bit too too long, but that's fine. We can also just distort like so. I just realized I've been drawing my PNG avatar, but I haven't saved it or named it. Save. Control S. Quickly. Let's see. I think another thing to keep in mind with like in training Digimon, because they're just heads, is that like usually when you draw like human heads or like animal heads, you want to keep track of, my one weakness is I always forget to leave space for a forehead. But that's actually not too much of a concern with in training Digimon. I also gotta stop yapping while I'm... Give us a fun fact about saving your work. Alt F4. Got it! No! Not the Alt F4. An interesting fact about saving your work. Other than just Control S. I can give a fun fact about deleting your work. I remember, I feel like you only know about this fact if you've ever deleted something that you forgot that you deleted and you're trying desperately to like get it back. But when you delete something off your computer, if you empty the recycling bin, yes, that effectively does delete the information, but it is still possible for a limited time to get it back as long as you don't download anything new, because basically the data stays on your system, and it just like kind of like adopts the identity of being like, you know, empty data. And that empty data, when you download something new, that data like then adopts the properties of whatever it is that you just downloaded. So it is possible for a very limited time to like retrieve that work back, but after a while, it's just not possible anymore. I don't know if that's a myth or not, but that is just something I remember learning one time when I like deleted something and I was like, no, I didn't mean to delete it. And by delete, I don't mean putting in the recycle bin, as in like you deleted it and you emptied the recycle bin. And then I read something like that, and then by the time I read that, it was already too late. Because I think I had tried to like download programs to retrieve my thing, and I think by that point it was unfortunately gone. But it's funny because if you ask me now what it was I was trying to retrieve, I wouldn't be able to tell you. So perhaps it didn't matter after all. Up your APM by pressing Ctrl S after every action. The reference location is deleted, makes the space able to be written over. It is a little different between platter-based and solid-state storage, but close enough. Ah, okay. Because I also saw like people talking about this topic when I forgot which, there was like a VTuber that like was lamenting that she had accidentally deleted her model. I still don't know who it was, but she like accidentally deleted her model, and like she was like lamenting like, yeah, like I have to start from scratch. And then people were trying to give them advice that like, oh, technically it's still in your system, but you know, only for like a limited time and in a limited capacity. So you gotta act fast. But I think by the time people have said that, she was already like, nah, it's too late. But this was like a while back. I forgot like who it was. That was Pippa? No way, really? Did she really delete her whole model? That's unfortunate. She did do that? Oh my gosh. Was she able to like recover it? Did like her artist have the files, or was it just like lost forever and she needed like a new one? I'm not good at drawing these like ears, but we're gonna try anyway. The old model. She deleted her original model, so she was using the goth model for a few months. I did not know that. I'm a fake Pipakistani? Is that her fandom name? Sounds like Pippa or Dizzy would do that. That's crazy. Yeah, these like Digimon ears, like you see them in quite a few like designs, but I keep forgetting like how to draw them because it's like different layers of folds. I think the eyes are too far apart. This is a Koromon that looks like he has seen some stuff. Well, now they're too close together. We'll keep them further apart. There we go. Or maybe this one will be just a little bit closer. There we go. There we go. We got ourselves a little Koromon. Dizzy would never delete her old files, but she would lose her couch. What? But what if the eyes were a little further apart and a little wall-eyed? Oh, just like Beans. You're right. Put it back. Put it back. Back to the past. Samurai Jack. A little wall-eyed. Just like Beans. That's not a little. That's not a little wall-eyed. That's a lot wall-eyed. and then there we go. Lore accurate Koromon. There you go. You got your lore accurate Koromon. Make it a little smaller so we have room for other little guys. I think Scarlet Yonaguni also did that. Really? Oh no. I'm like laughing, but now I'm like, dang, I should probably back up my files. It's funny, I did back up my PNG files, but I now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh, have I backed up my Live 2D files? And my 3D files? As far as educator VTubers, oh, Cleo Aite, I've heard of her. Has some lecture streams on history things on her YouTube. This is what happened when a Digimon is near Marcos from Data Squad. Man, I just keep on getting my butt whooped by people who play Rise Greymon decks, by the way. It's always Marcus. It's literally always Marcus. Remember your 3-2-1 backup methodology. Ooh. What is that? Is it like 3 on your system, 2 in like the cloud, and 1 in your soul or something like that? Normally is interrupting something with no, I don't think. When someone asks you, do you ever think? Wait, that's genius, I think. Move this over a little bit. No, I don't think. 3 total, 2 on-site, 1 off-site. Oh, interesting. And 1 in your soul as well. Oh, whose emote is that? That's cute. Ronin. Okay, let's see. What other in training digis can we do? We can do Minomon. Let me go all the way up because I was interested in Argomon. Though that also is kind of just a Sumemon, now that I think about it. No, not a Sumemon. The one before. Why am I forgetting it? Why am I forgetting my darling baby boy? The one that Sumemon starts off as. Where is he? Where is it? Kuromon! It's Kuromon. Look, right? Spitting image. We always keep files in our hearts. Attacks. Hot gas, me too, buddy. Baby Demon! I love Baby Demon. That is an interesting design. Let me save that. I like Budmon as well. This one's also an interesting one. Cupimon. Demi Vmon feels... Maybe we'll do that too, because I like the proportions. Kapurimon. Who else? Who else? Kyaromon. Kyokyomon. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, who else? Who else? I do love Pagumon. Little Pagumon village. Maybe it's Sumemon, actually. Because, like, just studying Sumemon is also just a study of how, like, hands are drawn in general in Digimon. Alright, so we have Baby Demon. We have Budmon. Maybe we'll take out Budmon because we already did one that's just ahead. And actually these two are pretty similar to each other too in terms of proportions. So maybe we'll just do Demi Vmon, Kyokyomon, Tsumemon. So that's 4. Let's do that. All my devices are trying to back up 6 terabytes of data. I preach it, but I don't follow it when my drive dies. I am free! Free as a bird. Okay, let's draw this little baby dragon and time wizard. Merged together to become 1000 dragon. And then he has like these little like sharp teeth. Is it still Louis Zong? Oh, it's not Louis Zong anymore. His albums go by pretty quickly. What about, let's play this one. Big Stepper. Do do do. Do 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 do. Make this a little bigger. And then he's kind of seahorse shaped. Like he has a big old like little belly. Big Stepper. And his tail goes like in a loop-de-loop. Maybe the base needs to be a little bit wider. I can't get enough of the freaking wall-eyed Koromon. It's just so cute. It's just so lore accurate. He's just too adorbs. Yeah, when I'm working, sometimes I listen to like video essays on like random things. Most of the time educational, but sometimes I also listen to a little drama-rama on the side. But I try to keep to drama that I have no part of. So like I've been trying to avoid like, you know, VTuber drama and stuff like that. Big Steppa, Underground Methods, exactly. So I try to avoid like VTuber drama. Because it feels, you know, a little too close to home. But what I've been listening to lately has been book talk drama, because I am not in any way whatsoever affiliated with book talk. I don't even know how to read. I don't even read. Never read a book in my life. So yeah, I've just been listening to this drama about it's like not even new drama, but about this author who like says that she's been working on a book since she was 12 years old. And then like it finally came, she's been like building up all this hype on TikTok on book talk essentially. And it's this world that's based off of like the Zodiac. And it's like, that's a pretty neat concept, but apparently the execution was left much to be desired, to put it mildly. But she was like hyping it up, or I think they might have transitioned. So he was hyping it up, and then hyped it up to the point where like no one realized that like they never posted any excerpts of any of their writing. So when it finally came time for the book to be published, people got the book, like there was so much hype that they like pre-ordered it. They got it, they read it, and it was like, oh no, this is terrible. You know, this one Ghost caught me up on it. Yeah, like I said, it's one of those things that like I have no like frame of reference for any of this. You know, I'm not a book talker. I don't read books, which is probably why brain horty all the time. But yeah, it's just interesting to see, because this person like has been working on the story since they were 12, and believe me, if you like read any kind of drama on this, you will not miss that fact. It is repeated ad nauseum that this person has been working on it since they were 12, but people say that like, yeah, it reads like a book that was made by a 12-year-old. Oh no, never wade into the book talk waters. But they're just so tempting. They're just so tempting, you see. Maybe it's time to draw the antlers on this. Maybe even make the head a little bit bigger, actually. Dianoric, hello. Hello, hello. We are drawing some Digimon. We are talking about book talk and the drama that comes with it. One that I am a newcomer to. Listening to ASMR and passing out on my desk while drawing. I do like the ASMR. But my tastes in ASMR are might be a bit strange in it. I've told Beans about it and he was like, that's a it's a unique ASMR that you like to listen to. It gets so much worse too. Oh man, I'm curious. Cause I've just been like watching like videos. Like I said, this is all while I'm like working or doing something brain dead. It's funny because I thought I could listen to this drama while playing Peak. And then I like, you know how like, I don't know who here does this thing when you're like driving and you're trying to like find a specific place and you lower the volume on your radio and or, you know, music. And it's like, you technically don't need to do that, but it just helps with the concentration to do that. I was like playing Peak and I was like, oh, I could listen to like book talk drama while I do this. And then like after a while I like turned it off. Or I turned off the video because I was like, I need to concentrate for this. Oh, this is all in shadow. Okay, but have you read the Smash Bros. Brawl fanfic, which is the... No, wait, that's the longest piece of media? A fiction? Even more than, like, Homestuck? That's a... That's impressive. I'll say that much. It's impressive. My taste may be strange to the sound of loud, screechy metal being crushed into the scrapyard. Okay, not that strange, but you're on the right track. No, actually, my favorite ASMR videos, which I probably talked about this before, but one that I think is going to be a little bit more appetizing. That's not the right word, but like one that I think other people will be like, okay, I could see that, is wood sounds. So like when people like, you know, knock on wood or like do like the little like tippy taps on wood. That I tend to like. I don't like talking ones. I don't like the ones where it's like someone whispering or like doing any kind of role play. That's personally not my thing. I know there's definitely a lot of people that like that is their thing, but that's just personally not. If I'm trying to listen to wood sounds and I hear whispering, I turn the video off. I don't like that. So I don't like voices. I don't like. I remember one time I tried one where it's like you get like a haircut. It's like an ASMR haircut, and I thought that one was kind of weird. Or not weird. I don't mean to speak against people that like it, but for me it wasn't giving me the good tingles. But another one is actually the sound of like wood being hammered. You know, like when someone like takes a hammer and just like, you know, knocks it against wood. They're like hammering a nail in. I actually do like that sound. I don't know why. It's not like I grew up with my dad just doing like lots of handiwork around the house. Like he I was gonna say he would never, but like it's just not something he often did. But I actually do like that sound. Was going to say the sound of a workshop, like making things out of wood. That too. There was one ASMR video that I liked where it was wood carving. Like they were just carving, I think, words into it. And then that led me to a video of like there was talking in it. It was like an, I don't know, like an Irish or Welsh guy, but there was one of he was doing like stone cutting, and that one was also like pretty satisfying as well. The Brawl fanfic is still ongoing. That's insane. What workshop sounds is what I grew up to. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Well, if you like those sounds, because like I said, that would be nice in my case, because I like those sounds a lot. ASMR triggers are construction noises. The Philippines calls for you. Dang, maybe. Maybe I just need to move to the Philippines and just be surrounded by like the loveliest of noises. But then again, I feel like I'm hoping this won't dox me, because I feel like it's just such a general like experience, but I feel like every university I've ever attended, from like community college to university to my master's, has always had some kind of construction there. Always. Every school. Like, and the thing is, I've attended multiple community colleges too. So like when I say every school, I mean like every school had like some like noticeable like construction, and it of course wouldn't finish until I graduate. It's like the bear's gone. Finish it. Finish the construction. Okay, let's see what other motion lines we need here. I'm not gonna copy the Kenji Watanabe like thing with the shading too much. I just want to like get a feel for like the shapes. Let's actually make this brush a little smaller. Oh, actually the eye. I think another thing I should keep track of is like Digimon eyes. Because you would think there would be like a point at the end of this, but no, there actually is not. Aw, what a cutie patootie. Is she gone? They remove all the under construction stuff and turn off the loudspeaker playing the sound effects. They like remove the tarp, and like it's just been a functioning building this whole time. Like people have been taking classes inside of it and stuff. It's specifically the bear. We don't want the bear to know that like this is a finished construction. There we go. We got ourselves a little baby D. This my document proceeds to explain every college in existence. That's what I was hoping. That's what I was hoping, is that like this just seems like such a universal like experience, right? It's funny, I was just talking with Beans' younger brother about this too, because he's college age, or no, he graduated college already, but we're talking about like our high school experiences, where it feels like high schools do that too. Where like once you graduate, they just renovate everything. They just make everything better, but specifically when you graduate, right? Right, who's next? Ooh, Demi Vemon. Okay. Pika lives in a Truman Show life, but the show is on a budget and can't afford the dome. I know, I see the cameras all the time, actually. You see like the ads, like can you imagine there's like ads everywhere that I just haven't noticed, and it's like the life of a the life of a lavender sun bear, now on NBC. You know? It's like, huh, that bear looks suspiciously like me. Must have been nothing. Must have been the wind. But yeah, I was chatting with Beans' brother about this, and he was asking me like, oh, have you experienced that, where like it feels like your school just like renovates everything but like after you leave? And I'm like, not only did I experience it, but in me and Beans' graduating year, because we also went to high school together, in me and Beans' graduating year, they actively made us like participate in the renovations. This I'm not sure if it will dox me, but no, I don't think it will. I feel like, well, it's not a universal experience, I do think it's a funny one. So the high school that we went to, they eventually built, like, we had like a quad area, you know, where that's where all the students go to like eat their lunch and stuff and hang out with their friends. There was an area that was like all just grass, and then the school wanted to like pave like walkways across the grass for the students. And wouldn't you know it, when we were both in our senior year, Beans and I, our teachers, of different classes too, because for him it was his psychology class, and for me it was my history class. Instead of teaching, the teachers would be like, "Hey, we're gonna actually take like a small little quote unquote field trip, outside to the quad, and you guys are gonna dig a ditch. Fun." So yeah, we would literally spend the period just like digging a ditch that would be filled in with concrete to make a walkway. And I remember like telling the story during Thanksgiving to my brother-in-law, to Beans' brother, and he was like, "There's no way that's legal. There's like no actual way that they, one, made you do that, and then two, that you're like able to talk about it right now. Like, are you sure you didn't sign some kind of like NDA?" And I was like, not only did this happen and I'm talking about it, it's in the yearbook. And I went back, because it was like Thanksgiving dinner. I went back to me and Beans' room. I got our yearbook. And sure enough, lo and behold, like literally 10 pages in, is pictures of our graduating class digging the ditches that would be filled with cement to make the walkways. So, yeah. So not only am I not hallucinating this, it's photographically, archived. High school's adopting an esports team after you graduate. No, I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad. Hold the movie. I'm tired of this history teacher. Well, that's too darn bad, Binka. When are we gonna learn about World War II? You learned everything you need to. I remember, like, in our high school, too, like, for some reason, well, maybe this isn't too much of a strange occurrence. Maybe it's also the case in your guys' school, but our history department were all a bunch of, like, rock stars. Like, one of them literally just played the guitar all day. The electric guitar, not plugged in, by the way, but, like, he would just play the guitar all the time. This was the same history teacher that, he taught AP European history. But for a lot of the sessions, instead of teaching us, okay, no, that's not fair. He did teach us, but I remember we had a 50-50 shot of like getting a quiz every day, and it was entirely dependent on if we could beat him in a game of Posoidos. So like at the beginning of each period, he would be like, "All right, who's playing for today?" And like a couple of students would just like get up, play Posoidos with him, and if the students won, he would not give us a quiz. And if we lost, he would give us a quiz. So, no pressure. Totally unrelated, I did download, and I did buy and download Tabletop Simulator. So if I can figure out how to play Posoidos, would you guys want to play? And the penalty is you guys have to answer a quiz. Maybe it's going to be about Digimon, and maybe you guys are going to do really well on it. But do you want to take that risk? What if it's a quiz about something like hyper specific, like name all the hallmarks of Gothic architecture? Playing the electric guitar all the time, it's just Smoke on the Water and Stairway to Heaven. Yeah. If I recall correctly, like, yeah, you kind of clocked this guy. But yeah, our history department was all like, I don't know, they acted like they were rock stars. They acted like, they were the kings of the castle. They were pretty cool, granted. like the reputation did feel kind of deserved, because like also they, more times than not, they also were the ones who like had the most engaging curriculum. Because I remember the way they taught us World War, was it 1 or 2? Flying Buttress, Gojikins has it. Not just the buttress, but the flying type. Reminds me of this one time in Melee players. Reminds me of the time one of the Melee players in my area is an English teacher, and if you beat him in a set, you get extra credit. Oh my gosh. That's actually kind of funny. Because, like, this is, like, we definitely had video games, but I don't think the teachers would have been interested in video games. And, like, if we bought video games to, like, you know, senior ditch day or, you know, that day after finals, but, like, no one's actually doing anything. For those days, I remember, like, people would bring, like, their Game Cubes. People would play, like, I think it was Melee. I messed up the proportions here. How did I mess up the proportions here? I think the head needs to be bigger. But yeah, I remember, I don't know if Mega Bronson's in chat or maybe not, but, we learned about World War II. Well, he actually, like, did teach us about World War... No, World War One. It was World War One. A part of me is like, oh, I wish I could play the video. Okay, so, I'm getting ahead of myself. To teach us World War One, our history teacher, because I think he and I took AP European history together, but our history teacher had us play a game. It was like a simulation game where, like, the students were split up into groups and, like, they all had one goal that they needed to complete, and the goals were, like, completely independent of, like, you know, the other team's goals, because, like, some groups, their goal would be to, like, win the war, but others would be like, oh, we want independence, and another group would be like, oh, we just want you know, this group to recognize this other country's independence, or, like, this group's, like, autonomy and stuff like that. So I remember being in the group that was they gave them fake names too. Like, each group had, like, a fake name. I think ours was specifically, like, Penland or something like that, or Bakan. And I remember our group won because our group were, like, our only goal was to gain independence. It wasn't to win any war. It was literally just to gain independence. And I remember our group won. But I remember, like, that lesson was actually pretty engaging because, like, people got into it. Like, people who, like, knew nothing about politics, about, like, foreign diplomacy, they were, like, getting into it. They're like, oh, you really want to, like, face up against, like, I think it's because people had fun just, like, playing a character, you know? There are people who, like, wanted to be tough guys, essentially, on the on the world stage, and be like, you're gonna mess with us, you're gonna mess with Penland. I always felt that the flying buttress should be some sort of wrestling move, and here comes Binka with the flying buttress. I just get shot out of a rocket. World War II with the friends? No way. Now, kids, we're gonna learn about trenches. Next thing that you know, there'll be mustard gas in the neighborhood. Running on sound waves. Okay, we have our little demi Vemon here. I'm noticing that, like, there's a rotund body, and, like, the legs are also kind of, like, jutting out. Hold on, I'm getting some notifications. Okay, cool. Alright, we got our demi Vemon. Who else are we drawing? Oh, that's right. Kyokyoumon and Tsumemon. Let's actually, I kind of want to do Tsumemon first, and then we'll, any empty space we have, we're going to fill it up with Kyokyoumon. Let's see, let's start with a circle. Oh, Sumemon's actually interesting to draw because its fingers are, like, very circular. It's just a matter of, like, how you connect them together. I'm lagging out, so I'm gonna have to dip. Draw well. Thank you, Owalando. Thank you for stopping by. I always appreciate you. I appreciate you. Have a good rest of your evening. Let's see. So yeah, it's mostly, the fingers are pretty circular. And then you just connect them to make them into fingies. Drawing! I know, I wish I could draw as well as George Chungus, but alas. Doo-doo. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Sumaimon is actually very adorable. Who? I said I wish I could draw as well as George Chungus, the person who made... Wait for it, wait for it. Wait for it, wait for it. This. Look at that transition. Who made that? Who did that? Does anyone know a talented artist? Does anyone... Me, I'm a talented artist, me. Running in a trench raid, slamming flaming bombs, charging bravely into gunfire, getting sepsis in a bog on the magic school bus. And on the magic school bus. Rock the river of dead bodies. Ran on the magic school bus. Ran on the magic school bus. That's another video idea that I wanted to do. One of like, oh, I played every Magic School Bus game, so you don't have to. But the thing is, I do want other people to play the Magic School Bus games. I do want them to. Oh, I never realized this before, but Sumaimon's claws, the way it's actually drawn in like the very last fingy, reminds me of a cat's claws. I'll show you. Curves in like that. And then curves like that. And then you have the finger coming in like this. Actually, Sumaimon is very satisfying to draw. Like, fairly straightforward, too. Like, he's just a circle. You make circles for the rest of the fingers, and then you just go from there. We just need room for the antenna and the eye. Maybe this needs to be its own layer. Cut and paste. There you go. The ears too, or what I assume to be ears, are also a little reminiscent of Koromon. Koromon, it's evolved too. Actually, when I said wait for it, that just activated me all over again. It's time for Hamilton. Wait for it. I am the one thing in life I can't control. We're going full theater kid. Ding 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 ding. The only thing is I didn't warm up my voice. So, if I do sing along, it's not gonna be good. Every day. Keeping the bed warm while her husband is away. Trying to keep the colonies alive. Keep all of Georgia, the dozer, she's mine. This one's actually too deep for me. Or like vocally. Like not deep as in like I can't understand it, but vocally it's too deep. I'm willing to wait for it. Preacher, preacher. There we go. Sumaimon is actually really satisfying to draw. It's in the saints, and it takes. Are you standing still? I am the one thing in life I can't control. Binka full cover when? I've thought about it. Once again, I think the head needs to be bigger. Wait for it. I am the one thing in life I can control. I am original. I'm falling behind or running late. I am standing still, I am lying in wait. Hamilton faces an endless uphill climb. What to prove he has nothing to lose. And he wastes no time. What is it like in his shoes? I've thought of, well, in order for me to do a cover, I would need to do a karaoke first. I know that's not a requirement, but I feel like I should get some practice in, right? The only thing is I never have a good opportunity to do karaoke because there's always at least one person in the household with me when I'm streaming. Which is good for spooky season because then I don't have to be afraid. But when I want to do karaoke, I'm shy. I'm shy. I want the apartment to myself. Make them sing. We rise and we fall, and if there's a reason I'm still alive or something you've done, then I'm willing to... I think I accidentally made it too big. You know what's funny about just making them sing? Well, for one, I think Beans' brother isn't really into the whole karaoke thing, which is such a that's such a concept to me as a Filipino. It's like, what do you mean you don't like karaoke? But another thing is, Beans isn't completely against it, and in fact, he told we have an Apple TV. And we just found out that you could do karaoke. If you have an iPhone and an Apple TV, you can do karaoke. We haven't really figured it out yet, but you can use your phone as a mic. And I'm like, oh, really? We actually just learned this like the day before yesterday or yes, I forget when, but I remember just being like, oh, we can have karaoke. I don't need a magic mic. I can just do it. That's crazy. Okay, we got one more Digimon to draw. It's Kyokyo-mon. What actually is this, like, the in training to? Chicka Blau. Reza Glass. Oh, it becomes Ryudomon. I see. It has the X antibody. I thought Apple TV was just watching Severance and nothing else. They also have that one dinosaur documentary that I still haven't watched yet, but I want to watch. And also, would you believe me if I said I never watched Severance yet? I got like Charsley. I do know a couple of spoilers about like the wide concept of Severance, but haven't watched it yet. Everyone attack! Retreat! Darn, Twitch had to refresh 3 times in the last 5 minutes. Gonna bounce. Have a lovely stream. Gojikins, thank you for stopping by. And once again, wish Ghostia another happy birthday from me. And I hope you guys have a good time. I know you guys are going to do errands soon. Good luck with that. Hello to his devices, indecisive from crisis to crisis. The best thing he can do for the revolution is turn and go back to planting tobacco in Mount Vernon. Ooh. I love that little ooh. We have an ad break coming up, but let's get a little bit started on Kyokyo-mon. Kyokyo. It's fun to say. Kyokyo. Do not throw away your shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 10 dual commandments. So I'm noticing that a lot of these designs can be chopped up to like head and appendage or appendages. But usually it's like the head that is very central to the design, which is very like, well, duh, but I don't know. It's just good to see. All right, we have another ad break coming up. Let me put you guys in recess. And I'll see you guys in about 3 minutes. Alright, we're back. We're back, and 5 stream streak from Dia. Nice. I do like the stream streaks. I think they're pretty neat. But also, never feel pressured to keep up streaks. I know that Twitch does like a weird thing where it's like, oh, you're gonna lose out on your streak if you don't watch this person right now. I personally like don't like don't get too pressed if you miss a day. But I appreciate it nonetheless. If I could be enough. Alright, it's kind of funny to draw Kyokyomon without any features yet. It's just like a worm. It's just like, would you still love this Digimon if it was just a worm? I know I would. Don't feel pressured also, but because— oh my god, a high streak! Oh my gosh! A 75 stream streak? Wow, you're my favorite Babinko. In need of a shower. Actually, what's the next one? Oh, that one's also good. When I was given my first command. So we need some limbs on this bad boy. I made every mistake and felt the shame rise in me. And even now I lie awake, knowing history has its eyes on me. Oh, you know what? The body needs to be wider. It looks like something from Alien. Is on me. Whoa. You what I wish I'd known when I was young and dreamed of glory. You have no control who lives, who dies, who tells your story. I know that greatness lies in you. Wait, is the other leg not visible? I'm gonna draw it anyway. On you. Oh, he has an edgy eye. History has its eyes on you. Oh, he's so edgy, and he's just in training. That's insane. He even has like a scar. He has a Randon style scar. Monsieur Lafayette. You say no sweat. Immigrants, we get the job done. Foreshadowing is a literary device. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Just like my country, I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. Oh, you can draw little horns first, like these ones. Till the world turns upside down. I remember so much it feels more like a memory. Say what you will about Lin-Manuel Miranda. Especially when he does that weird little pose that he does. but the lyrics, man. You gotta meet my son, get your bullets out your gun. The bullets out your gun. We move undercover and we move as one. Meet the business end of a bayonet. The code word is Rochambeau. Go man, go. I know, redefining bravery. My favorite part. We had a spy on the inside. That's right, Hercules Mulligan. Okay, I don't want to go into the text, but let's go into the text. Ooh, ooh. Hercules Mulligan. He said a swear word in a historical play. Left, right. Oh. You know what? I do like Kyokyomon's design. I think I drew him a little chunkier than he needs to be, but actually maybe we can fix that. He kind of looks like a Neopet. I do like Kyokyomon's design. But he does feel like a Neopet. George Washington, smile. The world turned upside. I want to improve on Demi-Devimon's design a little bit more, and then I think that'll be it with our in-training training. And then we'll see if we can design our little edgy Digimon. Down, down. To start a new nation, gotta see. Peck School, hello, hello. We're drawing some little guys, some little Digimon. I immediately see where I messed up with Demi-Devimon. The eyes need to be a lot bigger. Down. We're gonna skip. I do like the King's songs, but we'll skip it for now. Hello, hello. How you doing? Happy Monday. I'm also just listening to Hamilton and letting out my inner theater kid. You have your mother's name. When you came into the world, you cried, and it broke my heart. I'm dedicating every day to you. Domestic life was never quite my style. When you smile, you knock me out, I fall apart, and I was so smart. Come of age with our young nation. We'll bleed and fight for you. We'll make it right for you. If we lay a strong enough foundation, we'll pass it on to you. Well, maybe it needs to be a little bit more refined. Day, someday. Someday, someday. Big ol' eyes. Actually, that looks a lot. That looks a lot better. Is that an existing Digimon? It sure is. This is Demi-Devimon. All of these are like existing Digimon. I'm just like doing studies to see like what just to see like how Digimon designs usually work. For this stage, which is called like in training, they're usually still babies, but they have more limbs now, especially opposed to, let me combine these layers together. This stage where they're just blobs. My father wasn't around. See, now they have like limbs and stuff. I swear that I'll be around for you. I'll make a million mistakes. I swear the world's safe and sound for you. We'll come of age with our young nation. We'll make it right for you. We'll make it right for you. We lay a strong enough foundation. I think I need a more refined pen. Over the world to you and you'll blow us all away. Someday, his pupils are huge. Yeah, you'll blow us all away. My fave is the blob form. It's true though. They are very cute. It's just the thing is, it's just gonna get like more difficult once we get into the rookies. Today was actually supposed to be rookies, but I realized that we never actually finished the in training level last time. His pupil is huge. Alexander Hamilton is in to climb. Man, the man is non-stop. Let me also change the eraser to something a little bit more smaller. Hamilton, sit down. One more thing. Oh my god, the eyes are so hyper detailed compared to the rest of the drawing that it's a little like unnerving. Soon that attitude may be your doom. It's like I need to add like like wrinkles and he'll just look so tired. Dang, what did Lin-Manuel Miranda have against Albany? He's so tired. He's so tired. Okay, let me erase this. For the Constitutional Convention. Now what I'm gonna say may sound indelicate. Oh, his mouth is open. Who the F is this? Sometimes rookies still look like that. Look at Salem. You're right. Like Patamon is kind of blobby. Okay, that's not too bad. This is not too bad. But then you have ones like Ryudomon. You have rookies like Lucemon. It's like, man, why do I like Digimon so much? The new U.S. Constitution? Okie dokie. Yeah, not too bad. The Koromon still gets me. Like, I will glance at it from the corner of my eye and just like, yep, I don't think. Take a stand with pride. I don't understand why you stand to the side. Close to my chest. Wait for it, wait for it. Wait here and see which way the wind will blow. I am taking my time watching the afterbirth of our nation, watching the tension grow. HDTQW5, hello! We are drawing Digimon. I'm vibing to Hamilton. It's a gay old time. From my days... My Alexander, don't forget to write. Alright, I'll just do some outlines for these little critters. I do need to practice my outlines anyway. If your wife share a fraction of your time, that would be enough. This is the best part. Got his eyes. A golden gay time. Who wrote the rest, you guys? Who wrote the rest? The other 51! How do you write like you're running out of time? Write day and night like you're running out of time. Every day you fight like you're running out of time. Like you're running out of time. Are you running out of time? Why do you write like tomorrow won't arrive? How do you write like you need it to survive? Every second you're alive, every second you're alive, every second you're alive. God, the animatics for that part go so hard. Treasury or state, treasury or state. Dun, dun, dun. Alexander. Alexander, look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. Alright, we have our in-training Digimon. If we compare the blobs, the little cute blobs, to these guys who are now getting their limbs. This is one of my favorite hallmarks of a Lin-Manuel Miranda song, where everything just comes together. So it's like, oh, if you're doing karaoke, which one do you sing? You fight like history has its eyes on you. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I am Alexander Hamilton. Hamilton, just you wait. I am not throwing away my shot. Boom. You see, it was such a hopeful... Him saying, I am not throwing away my shot, it used to be so hopeful at the beginning of Act 1. It was so hopeful. It was him, like, just being like, yeah, I'm gonna get out there, I'm not gonna throw away my shot. And now it's like, oh no, bro is, like, overworked, and it's foreshadowing the fact that he's gonna die, which, spoiler alert, Alexander Hamilton dies. I don't know if you guys knew that. Like, he is not still kicking around, you know? You're thinking of Lin-Manuel Miranda. He is still alive as far as I know. Idol, hello, hello, hello. We are drawing Digimon. We're actually done with our in-training Digimon. Now the question is, we can either, you know, use what we just learned and use what we just learned to make our own in-training Digimon, but at the beginning of the stream we were also experimenting with a super edgy Digimon. You know, Darkness Dimension Raven Waymon. Or we could also just make like a little guy based off everything we learned. The thing is, we didn't do this for last time, but it's mostly because we already have a template to work with, and it is the Bebenkubs and the Bebatters. So we could come back to those designs if we want. Though to be fair, those were designed by beeplebees, so I kind of feel weird. When did he die? Like, oh my god, when did he die? Oh my god, that got me good. Hello, Idol, you jump in to get the star. But yeah, the Bebenkubs and the Bebatters were both designed by beeplebees, so I wouldn't want to like do any kind of like oh, we're gonna redesign the Bebenkubs or we're gonna like add to it, because I like how you guys look already. But a part of me is also like, what if we do like a Babinka Digimon, but it's like, it's using like you know, the I'm just gonna show you what I mean. Why did I stop the music? Let's do Cabinet Battle. I do love more flavors, that is true, but bear with me here on this one. I made it too wide. Alright, this is my fresh form. Oh, what did it needs to be... No, this is fine. No, that looks more like Yukimi Botomon. It needs the little, like, bear muzzle. Here, this is my, like, fresh form. New York's in debt. Why should Virginia bear it? Did we do a Digimon Evo where it shot lasers from its eyes? That does sound familiar. Bear with me? Yes. Do bear with me. Or maybe I was dreaming. I mean, that does sound, you know, par for the course. Guilty bear strive. Let's see, maybe I should have like a little binky, right? There we go. I have a little Binky. It's Binkymon! That should be my in-training name. Staying mellow, doing whatever the hell it is you doing, Monticello. Binkymon. Binky Bear. Give it a sedative. From a slaver, hey neighbor, your debts are paid cause you don't pay for labor. We plant seeds in the south, we create, ya keep ranting. We know who's really doing the planting. The Binky? He was But you know the best part of Digimon designs is I'm just gonna copy paste this. Okay. Time for the in-training one. What if that's it? Nah. Here, we gotta, first of all, we gotta adjust the eyes. We gotta take out the binky. I no longer have a binky. You don't have the votes. You don't have the votes. Mega Bronson, hello. We had mentioned you early on. I'm trying to remember what was the context. Oh, it was, did we take the same AP Euro class together? Was that what we took, or was it another history? We definitely took a history class together, but I'm just trying to remember, like, which one it was. Oh yeah, I need the eyebrows. We're making a Digimon. We're making a Babinka Digimon. I should have a body, right? Cause all these, not every one of them has a body, but you know, some kind of like limb. Say tweet love. Say tweet love. I was not an AP Euro. I had a weird hybrid history and writing classes that were not quite AP. We did have a class together, because I do remember I was telling Stream about the way we were taught World War I in one of our classes, I think, where we had that like simulation activity. I just remember that one of the like nations that we like had was called like Penland. And I remember you like I had a video. This is the part I forgot to tell chat, is that I took a video with like my dinky little digital camera, and I just remember like people got really into this activity. Leave the same mini legs you added at the beginning. I'd be down for that, actually. Or Kirby arms? What if it's like this? 9 years old today. Oh my god, I was France and brokered the alliances. Yeah, I remember you were doing a lot. But like the team I was on ended up like winning because like we were the only group that like fulfilled our goal, which was to like I think gain independence or something like that. Oh my god, wait, you know how my default model has like kicks? Wait. We were Israel. Were we really? I thought we were like I don't know, like Czechoslovakia or something. Wait, let me disappear for a second so I can show you guys my original model. With our father, there's a lake I know. When the night gets dark. There we go. I feel like it's been a minute since we've seen basic Binka. There we go. Here we go. Look at my kicks. Like, what if for my little Digimon, I have the kicks, right? Dearest Angelica. Give it a knife? Okay, I'm kind of down. Wait, was it World War I or II? I always thought you guys were Israel, but I don't remember. You might be right. You might be right, but I think it was World War I. I feel like the activity was to like simulate World War I, but I honestly don't remember. I do have the video. I could look it up. Wait, actually I need a reference for the kicks. Arriving today. Angelica, Eliza, the Skylar sisters. But being Cubs, you guys are in the way. I know you guys are the way, but you guys are in the way. I'm using my own shoes as a reference. Dang, why John Adams catching strays though? She came all this way. Take a break. This is what I tell Beans all the time. Let's go upstate. Well, not that part, but to take a break. I know. Break. Away with us for the summer. Let's go upstate. We can all go stay with our father. Your time. This really is just looking like Kirby. Night gets dark. Don't say no. Bro, like I just keep looking at this Binka Digimon. Should this be like Adidasmon or something? Do do do. Oh my god, I hate this. Kirby ate a bear. Where to go? All alone. Mistreat me. Wait, I think they need to be like spaced out a little bit more. I can't. Every time I look at it, it's just so funny. Maybe the arms need to be higher. Say no to this. How do I say no to this? Oh my god, it's even more cursed if I just don't have arms. Say no to this. Say no to this. How Chat, how do I say no to this? I remember I was France and another was Russia who had the massive army and I had the best navy. I need to we're gonna go back to the videos. We're gonna go back to the archives. Cause I definitely had it. I think what's killing me is the contrast between the eyes, like the cute little eyes, and the shoes, and like the unnecessarily detailed shoes. Not the whore wife. But I need a lore reason. Why am I holding? Why is my in training version holding a knife? What if it's just paws with claws instead of long? Ooh, you're right. Because a knife would be funny, but claws would be more accurate to my current design, right? You can stay. Say no to this. Nat 20 Gaming, hello. It is in training to be a Sith. Yes, we are drawing Digimon right now. We drew a whole bunch of in-training Digimon. So now we're applying what we learned. We're applying what we learned in making a Babinka Digimon. Say no to this. Say no to this. Everybody needs to know. There you go. I got my little claws. I got claws and I got kicks. What more could you need? What more could I need? Now we just need a name. Just for the bit. The knife comes in next as we become a war bear with guns. That is an idea. I haven't touched Digi in forever, so I'm off my collection to get a dog and then jump to Gundam, then had to sell Gundam to fix my car. Oh no! I hope other than that, I hope things have been going okay with you though. I hope the dog has been bringing joy. Technology opposed to foes. Bros. What should the name be for this? If we have Binkymon, I don't think we can use Binkomon yet, right? Unless my rookie form is gonna be Binkomon. Could be Bibi or I feel like this should be Bibi and the other should be Binky, but like this makes more sense because I have a Binky. I have like a little like, you know, pacifier. Dog was absolutely worth selling Digi because I sold off all my Monospawn alts and the highest they ever were. Ooh, there we go. There you go. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. Yes. In every game of chess, soon that it happened. But no one else was in the room where it happened. Also, my dog doesn't have a meta that changes every 3 months when a new dog is released, doesn't it? No, I'm just kidding. We could do B. What about this? Babink. Babinkmon. Oh, there you go. See how easy it was to design like the like baby Digimon, and yet designing the in training like actually took some thinking and some thonking. My God, in God we trust. Boom, let it happen. No one else was in the room where it happened. If it's in training, shouldn't it be Binkmon? It should, but like the reason why like I feel like this fits so well, Binkymon, because Binky is also a term for like a pacifier, and it has a pacifier. Unless I give this one a pacifier. Wait for it, wait for it, wait. God help and forgive me. I want to build something that's gonna outlive me. What do you want, Burr? What do you want, Burr? If you stand for nothing, Burr, what do you fall for? Wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. It trades the pacifier for a knife, just like in Pet Cemetery. Do you guys really want it to have a knife? It's like a Tokomon thing. How about that you give Binkymon a pacifier? A pass. If fire. Then close your eyes. You don't get no say in what they trade away. But we dream in the dark for the most part. Oh my god, it looks funnier with a binky. Wait. I've got to be in the room. It's just like it has shoes, claws, and a binky. Passing knife is crazy. Oh no, that does not look like a knife. That looks like something different. Find out any minute. I'm sure he already knows. Further down. New York. No, yeah, you knew exactly what that looked like. So maybe this one can be Bibimon? Wait, oh my gosh, wait, I'm cooking. Okay, I'm actually gonna take out the binky. A bib. And it's a fish. Cause I love fish. And then it's Bibmon. There we go. And then even though this one doesn't have a binky anymore. Binkymon. There we go. Bibmon and Binkymon. We got it. If you're cooking, you should be in the kitchen to keep an eye on it. Oh no. There we go. A bib and a binky. The one extra that says nothing. That was so funny. Wait, I want to go back and hear that. There was like one extra in the song who says nothing, like so aggressively. Nothing. I also like the cabinet battle songs. They're just so fun. Tell them. Now you know. That's another favorite part. And if you don't know, now you know. Goddamn mind if you think the president is gonna bring the nation to a brink, a medal in the middle of a military mess in a game, a chess where France is kingless. I'm super dead. Alright, I think we did it. I think we are done here with our creations. Wait, I'm trying to like center this. There we go. We're good. Why do I have pings? Oh, I see, okay. Alright, I think we're pretty much done for the day. I don't think we're gonna go back to this super edgy Digimon, because instead we made these Digimons instead, which I'm pretty proud of. So far we've looked at fresh Digimon, we've looked at in-training Digimon, and next... Ooh, it's not gonna be next Monday, because next Monday is actually the birthday stream. But sometime next week we're gonna be looking at rookie Digimon, so that's actually gonna take a little bit more time. And we might just do like 2 or 3 rookies and then try to design our own Digimon from there. But I had a lot of fun with this. I had a lot of fun yapping. I always have a lot of fun being with you guys. To have Washington on your side. I was also having fun having my little theater kid come out into the wild. But with that said, let's go ahead and call it here. Let's let's do our usual end of stream, mosh pit. But I'm also going to stop raids. There we go. To have Washington on your side. Alright guys, if you haven't moshed with us before, all you gotta do is when you hear the music, go ahead and spam your favorite emotes. And then I'm gonna make your little stream avatars fight each other. There's no correlation between how many emotes you spam and who wins the mosh pit. It's RNG! And it's not rigged. It's just not. And I wanted to do abracadabra. Hey! Open up the pit! You guys ready? Get to moshing. Oh wait, to the beginning. Abracadabra, abracadabra, abracadabra. Hey! Who threw that? Get to moshing. Goes on the distance. Comes around me and you are tonight, the magic of the dark moonlight. Sad like a lady in red, and hear the last few words of your life. Abracadabra, abra hunana, abracadabra, ataugaga. Abracadabra, abra hunana, in her tongue she said, death or love tonight. George, you see, it's not rigged because George Chungus won the mosh pit. Also, hello, Twisty. Hello, hello. We're doing our end of stream mosh pit. Who threw that? Nat 20. How could you? Well, it's okay, because look, you got round 2. Heaven or hell. Fight. Burn. I sent you the PayPal deposit. No! I have 7 points. Absolutely worth it. Nice. Move me from this empty fire. May Shark, hello. You're just in time to mosh. Rigged! George 1, not rigged for now. Abracadabra, habra hunana, abracadabra, wataugaga. Abracadabra, habra hunana, on her tongue she said, death or love tonight. Abracadabra, 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 abracadabra. Feel the beat under your feet, the floor's on fire. Yo, congrats Mega Bronson. See, I'm telling you guys that it's not rigged. I'm telling you guys, but just to really prove it. Round 3. Heaven or hell. Wow. Na 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 na. Abracadabra, abrahunana, abracadabra, motaugaga. Abracadabra, abrahunana, in her tongue she said, death or love tonight. Oh, who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? Who's getting it? It's May Shark versus Seishun. AKA 100% chance that it's not rigged. Speaking of Guilty Gear, you see Lucy from Edgerunners is coming to Strive. I totally did. I did. I'm actually pretty excited about that. I don't play Strive, but I do play Cyberpunk. And I love it. Let's go. Let's go, Bay Shark. You won. See, it's not rigged, you guys. 3 different winners, all of whom aren't related to me in any way other than being my friends and or people who have contributed art to me in the past. You know? Like, it's not. It's just not rigged. It's not. I won rig. Can't you see I'm lazy? Please don't say you are lazy. I don't want to get crazy. My question, how does that work? Cyberpunk, probably my favorite 100%. Had lots of fun as always. Thanks for the stream. Peace and love. Peace and love. We're gonna go ahead and raid into Genie Art. She is an amazing artist who does a lot of VTuber art, and she's also very cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the raid. I hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, and evening, and as always, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Glad to catch at least the mush. I'm glad that you guys are able to catch anything that you can. And I appreciate you all. Alright? Have a good one. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!